I spoke to Dr. Ako John Ako, a Cameroonian lawyer. I first asked him what the reaction has been in Cameroon to this bill.
A lot of frustration to many that were hoping that the Messiah was going to come after the 2025 presidential election. I mean, a common Cameroonian is asking why the position of the vice president now as against before.
So what would this mean in terms of a move from Senate-led leadership now to an appointed vice president completing the term? From a legal standpoint, how significant is this shift?
In Cameroon, there is no distinction of power, talk less of legality. What we call legality is an issue of paper and document. Once it is cuffed by Yaoundé or by the presidency, the legislative simply answers. A constitution that has been revised. I mean, President Pobia was then the prime minister. This is the third time the same paper has been touched. How weak is such an instrument? It makes some of us that have been in academics thinking that the constitution of Cameroon is simply a rough paper to which anybody can manipulate with.
Dr. Ako, supporters of this reform say it will bring stability. You have other views. Do you sense that there is a plan to choose a successor for the presidency without an election?
You can read the handwritings on the wall. There is no place in the world where you find an appointed vice president that is not voted in the same manner as the president. And again, in the same system, we are going to find a prime minister and a vice president. And many ask what cacophony, what fatal errors within. Those we call them legislators. Nobody opposes the bill. Just a single senator, member of the party, Ngele, who asks that this is so precious and that it was too suspicious that there is a need for Cameroonians to talk when it comes to constitutional amendment. The law itself is certain that amendment of the constitution should be by 2/3 members of parliament or maybe a referendum. Why not refer that law to a referendum to have the validity that it requires? I don't think we can change the constitution to fulfill just the wish of the few against a whole nation.
There are those who say that under his watch, President Biya, there's been significant infrastructural development. There's been that unity and national unity and relative political stability. My question is now, what do you think will happen next?
We are not anticipating. You know, the Biya regime, I tell you, is one of the most brutal regimes. If President Pobia has been in power for over 43 years today, it is 43 years of prisoners of conscience, 43 years of opposition political party leaders in prison. Others have been dying.
Doctor, has the opposition spoken, and what measures are they planning to take? Because I assume they will try and challenge this.
The opposition in Cameroon is completely very weak. Weak institution, politically, weak policies. And again, the divide and rule policy. Many opposition parties, some call themselves presidential majority, who were yesterday opposition parties, today they are within the presidential majority.